Hi there, and welcome to Bustthenet. Yes, these are the Cop Diaries, a chance for me to play with Liverpool. And well, we've done okay. Some things have happened. The winter break has gone. We bounced out of the winter break with some big wins. We beat this team called Huddersfield. They had a player sent off, didn't help their cause any. Uh, Went down 5-0. And then we played them twice actually. Um, Out of the we are through to the finals of the League Cup, if I'm not mistaken. And then we put in a bunch of youngsters for the match against Newcastle. Gave a run to young Charlie Moran, Ben Cox, Scott Simpson, all the youngsters. But this is the big news: Virgil van Dijk is now a player for PSG. Yes, I received an offer for 71 million for Virgil van Dijk at the age of 31. It was a very difficult decision. It was painful. I mean, um, Gini Wijnaldum is still in the club. Jordan Henderson is still in the club, but nobody wants to give me 71 million for those players. So I went, okay, 70 million is too good an offer to pass up. So I said, okay, fine. Well, we let him go. So Virgil van Dijk is gone. So he's out for a nice 71 million fee to PSG. I mean, honestly speaking, how can I not accept that? So he's gone. Training wise, if you've been following my channel, you know I basically use the same schedule. So I've got these schedules they're using. There's no rest in between games at the moment. We're just playing it because overall I pay more attention to things like this. Looking at all my positions, look at the workload, it's all medium. One player is on heavy, probably final third, and that's about it. So Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain is heavy as well, but if I'm looking at my first team, that's fine. They're not going to suffer. They'll just play their games. And one player has got a recurring injury, damage knee cartilage. He's got a very high injury risk, so I got to be very careful of Sadio Mane and the way I use him. And we're still using the same system, and we've done well. Among the youth, we've got some players that are coming through. They have been developing very nicely. We've got this young player. Last 6 months has developed very well. Forget physical attributes, all right? So I never bother. I mean, they will grow. They are supposed to grow, but what I believe is any player that's by the time they're 19, right? Every year you're supposed to see something like 50 points gains. Yeah, basically attribute gains like 50 points. So just give me a point, just to make my point. Here's anticipation. This is part of my CDA. I've got these core duty attributes that I want my players to improve for the specific duties that I play them in. Like for defend duties, I'm looking at anticipation, concentration, and positioning. And then for support duty, I want off the ball and positioning to improve. So here we've got anticipation 7 to 10, right, in 6 months. And then we got concentration, which is 11 to about 13 in 6 months. So that's almost 2 points for 4 points for two attributes. So you you've got about 20 over attributes here. So more than 20, in fact. So you should be able to see substantial gains in your attributes for your youngsters. 50 is what you should aim for. If your player has the right personality and you have all the facilities and everything else lined up, everything is sweet, then you should be able to get really good development for your players. It won't be for every player though. Like I've got some players, like some of my players, they're gonna be, I'm gonna be releasing them, or so to speak. They're gonna be gone. One of them is Scott Walden. He hasn't really developed very well. A lot of the reasons why he's not developed very well, one of them is his personality is unambitious. So I moved him into a mentoring group, hoping that he improves. Uh, Josh McIntyre was at the start of the season with the senior team. He's now professional. His determination has gone up to 15. So I moved him back, and I've created. I'm hoping that mentoring within the youth team might help out. So I've got a mentoring team going on here. We've got a couple of players in here. We've got Martin Brown, Kevin Griffiths, James Opara, and fortunately, put Liam Maloney. But I doubt if because Liam Maloney is attached to the main team, so they're gonna remove that. So there's very little chance that Liam Maloney will be in this team. Rather with this mentoring group. If I go one day forward, it won't be. So this has to be for players, as you see. There you go. You can only put in players who are also who are not being mentored by the senior players. So if I go into my senior players training and mentoring, I've got these are my senior players. So I've got Scott Simpson, Scott Walden inside here. Ideally I should put one more player here. Georgina Molnado was senior enough. Okay, so it's a highly influential. So I've got three highly influential players, all solid personalities. Maybe we can rub off on this. Yeah, we don't have any others here. Joe Gomez, highly influential player. Oh yeah, speaking of which, now that our genie Virgil van Dijk is gone, so we got Becker, Salah and Firmino, Fabinho, Henderson. I'm hoping Joe Gomez goes up because I made him a captain. So eventually, hopefully, he gets better. His leadership is only 13, so it's a bit of a dilemma for me. I mean, the other guy who all these are viable captains, right? Alexander Arnold's got better leadership skills, 14. But we'll see how it goes. I'm just experimenting here. Typically, I don't do this, but we want to see. Charlie Moran's determination has also gone up. So he was stuck in this group. I mean, it's just crazy how it's developed so far. So his determination, I put him into this mentoring group, so his determination has also gone up. So I don't really. I know some people say you have to put goalkeepers and goalkeepers, defenders and defenders. I'm like, hell man, we're all going for a pint. So does it really matter that only the goalkeepers? I mean, seriously, I'm not that kind of a person. I don't do class divisions in my team. Everybody hang out together, have a beer. Don't enjoy the moment. Did you see the Liverpool players were the keepers sitting at the back of the bus holding the trophy by themselves? Or was Alison Becker going everywhere, or partying with everyone else? I don't think the game can be that rigid. If it is, then it'll be a very sad game. Okay, so I mean yes, player traits might rub off. I'm hoping more for personality traits, not player traits. I'm hoping for personality influences like determination to go up because you've got somebody to influence you. So that's why I go on this direction. It's work. Charlie Moran's attribute changes. Okay, let's just forget about that. There's too many positive things here. Determinations like this, and then we've got basically just these two boys, right? Charlie Moran and Liam Maloney. And then here we've got Scott Simpson. Scott Walden is going to be the interesting one because he's unambitious. I want to see whether or not we can improve his determination because it's only 3. Okay, training wise, calendar. I'm using the same schedule, so it's very aggressive. No gaps in between. No rest periods. We've done pretty well. The team is playing as long as they are medium heavy. I'm happy. I will. Paqueta though is a sad player. He got injured, so he still feels the squad is starting to lack depth in defense. Everybody's the players are not happy that Virgil van Dijk is gone. They think I'm too money minded. But look, I got Gomez, I got Upamecano. I only play with 2 defenders. Why do I need to go and buy a few more? I got Manetti waiting in the wings. Yeah, we've got enough defenders. I'm not worried. So I'm gonna put Nathaniel Klein. And up top, Woodburn, Mane, Salah, Firmino, Robertson, Cook, Alexander. Yeah, we can start with this. The only disappointment for me is the injury to Luka Paqueta. Luka Paqueta is still nursing an injury. William Arena will come on. Henderson doesn't get a chance to play in this team. Andy Robertson, 92. He'll be on the bench for Scott Simpson. Yep, everybody is ready. So this is the match. It's a big match against Chelsea. We're hoping that we can keep this run going. So setting opposition instructions as usual. I got the back line. Look at that, 4-1-4-1. We're gonna watch this on extended highlights to the classic, but the speed has to be a lot slower, or else you guys will be having epileptic fits. Cock out to Firmino, and we have to make it a bit faster now. Arana to Cook out to Alexander Arnold. Gomez back to Alexander-Arnold, plays it out to Gulam Arana, comes in, takes a shot. Kepa makes a save. Azpilicueta, we have yet to lose, but with Virgil van Dijk gone, do we? I do believe. I don't know whether this game takes into account the leadership attribute for the central defenders. I wish they would have a trait like organizes the defense well. Oh, Getson gets inside Becker. This I've not seen our team struggle to defend. I mean, now I'm seeing us struggle to defend every time the ball gets into the box. I mean, this tactic does do that. Virgil van Dijk is not around anymore. Alexander inside the box. Bangkok with the header glancing wide. Okay, Kepa to Vanier. Vanier now plays the ball out. Oh, Hazard is still with Chelsea. Azpilicueta, Hazard, Eden Hazard comes forward, looks at Azpilicueta. Hazard plays it back to Ruben Neves. Getson lines up a shot. Alisson Becker makes a save. Alisson Becker was another player unhappy. So I've got quite a few players who are unhappy Virgil van Dijk is no longer here. But I mean, 71 million. How can I say no? I mean, I was like looking at the money, and it took me quite a while. I was sitting down there going, do I sell him? I mean, as a Liverpool fan, it's one of the hardest things to do when you manage your own club. Because but in real life, he's such a leader for the back line. I'm still struggling with that decision. It's one of the reasons why sometimes I don't like to play my favorite clubs. You want legends to live forever. Mane with the cross, Ruben Neves, Christiansen. And when I looked at the club, when I looked at the status of a player, because you can see whether they're an icon or a legend, right? So he's an icon. He's an icon like Robbie Fowler is an icon in the club. Makeno brings the ball forward, loses out, and there we go. No Virgil van Dijk in our defense, and we are beginning to show. Chelsea have taken the lead. This is definitely not offside. Lo Celso, good play. Hazard. Yep, he's not offside, he's onside. Corner, Mo Salah's corner to Woodburn. Back to Gomez. Gomez skips one challenge. Mo Salah back to Firmino. Cook takes a shot for Makeno. He goes to Cook. Cook plays it back to Firmino. Gomez. This is going to be interesting. Cook. Gomez. Mane. Out to Arana. Alexander-Arnold comes inside, shoots. Alisson. Oh my lord. Alisson Becker is injured. Simone Mignolet has got to come up. Cock. Upamecano to Bangkok. Alexander-Arnold crosses the ball. Arana, Kepa. Cook plays it out to Salah. Salah can't score the goal. Kepa. Getson, Arana, Firmino. Firmino again. What the lid is Alexander-Arnold. Salah now finds Mane. Crosses the ball. Salah out wide. Plays it back to Alexander-Arnold. Cook shoots from outside the box. Vanier back to Kepa. To the lid. To Ruben Neves. Getson brings it forward to Hazard. Dribbles at the Liverpool team. Getson shoots from range. What kind of injury does potential foot injury? Hopefully it's not too serious. I get the feeling that my Liverpool team collectively does not want to play. This is the first game they've played since Virgil van Dijk left the club. Mo Salah out to Alexander-Arnold. Firmino plays it out to Sadio Mane. Crosses the ball. It's Salah again. Cook reads that. Beautiful anticipation. Salah, it's a penalty inside the box. That challenge happened inside the box. It's gonna be a penalty. There is no doubt in my mind that this is a penalty. Yes. For a chance to level the match. even I am a bit deflated because Virgil van Dijk isn't here. I'm thinking to myself, man, like, what am I going to? I mean, it's so difficult, right? It's like one of my favorite players in the club right now. You know, I'm like thinking, I saw Virgil van Dijk. What have I done? With 71 million, how can I say no? So I'm like thinking to myself, 71 million, he's 31 years old. He's maybe got one more season, and then, you won't get a kind of value for him anymore. So you might as well sell him. Well, there's some stupid club at PSG willing to pay 71 million for a 31-year-old defender. I mean, they got all the money in the world. Oh my God. Man City wanted to take Divock Origi on loan. Of all the players in the team, they want my Divock Origi on loan. So when Man City, first up, the fact that Man City wants to take Divock Origi on loan was baffling enough. I mean, they don't have Guardiola in charge anymore. Guardiola is at Atletico Madrid. So when they approached me, I went, okay, fine, let's try this out. Let's see if they're willing. They were willing to give me 180,000 monthly fee for him. On top of that, pay 60% of his wages, which basically brings up to about 100% of his wages, right? So if you add the 180,000 to the monthly fee to the wages, it would have been close. And I was like, nah, no, forget it. You want him, you pay me more money. So I wanted 100% of wages and 200,000 pounds per week, and they balked. So I said, okay, fine. Man City, I mean, you think Man City can afford it with the kind of ownership that they have? Mo Salah, White. Okay, so we've turned a 1-0 deficit into a 2-1 lead. Hopefully, we can keep this going. Hazard, Ruben Neves, Hazard again. Gomez clears the danger. Gomez, you got to lead the team now, man. In the absence of Virgil van Dijk. I mean, but Joe Gomez isn't a leader. You look at him, he's like a mouse, right? I don't see him leading a back line. That's the reason why VVD was brought into the club in the first place. Because Lovren and we got Dejan Lovren and Matt Scott. Who was the other defender? I can't even remember who they had. Skirtle. We had Lovren. We had now Joe Gomez. So there was no real person there in the team that could lead them. And that's what they really needed at the back. So in comes VVD, and VVD made such a big difference to the team. So he tells defenders, he actually instructs all the midfielders when to close down or where they should be standing, which is significant. Something I wish this game would include. I mean, it makes it more interesting. Salah, Alexander-Arnold, Firmino playing. Firmino is playing in Paqueta's position. So this system that I have is very striker friendly. So it's made Mo Salah score a few goals, and Firmino has scored a few goals. Ben Woodburn is now scoring goals. Bangkok is scoring goals. Mane out wide, squares the ball. Ooh, it's Bangkok again. Speaking of the devil, he comes in, scores another goal. Chelsea, you should not take the lead against Liverpool. It's very insulting. Liverpool bounce back. Yes! At Anfield. Woodburn looks like they're okay. The moment where I started missing Virgil van Dijk is still there. I still think that we are missing him. Because in this game, I've seen some phenomenal challenges from Virgil van Dijk. Like, last ditch. I mean, you can't really see it because it's now just circles on the pitch. But when I play the game, I play it on 3D. Ocelcio, Mignolet with the save Mignolet. I haven't said that name in a long time. Cook, Arana, out to Alexander-Arnold, gets inside the box. No, Mo Salah says, I'm getting inside the box. Arana, back to Cook. Out to Mane. Mane is brought down, so we can make a change now. I'll bring on Nathaniel Klein for EAA. Claudio Manetti for Deo Upamecano. So we've got Mane now. Firmino, back to Klein. Salah inside the box. This Chelsea team now struggling. They got changed formations. They've gone from a 4-1-4-1 to an attacking 4-1-2-3, which is what they should have played in the first place. As they come charging down the flanks. I would have been more afraid of Chelsea had they played a 4-1-2-3. I think that it takes your form too seriously. Then it goes into this shell, and the moment they go into this shell, I just, we just sizzle. And that's it. Good win for Liverpool as Liverpool run out 4-1 winners over Chelsea. He's managing Manchester United, still has a job there. So we got the usual suspects. They're all here. In the Stadium Bridge save, Mourinho is now an international manager. Guardiola sees positives in Chelsea defeat. Okay, so Guardiola is managing Chelsea. Alisson is out for 6 to 7 weeks. Ouch. So we've now lost Alisson. So he won't be around for the League Cup final. He's out for 6 to 7 weeks. And I'm starting to think maybe I need another keeper. Oh, okay. The one thing I don't do in this game is invest in goalkeepers. I should actually be doing that, but So who have we got? We've got this Danny Richards. Okay, promote you to the senior squad. Super keeper, give you a chance to play a couple of matches, let you develop. How old are you? You're 19 years old. You better start playing, or you're never gonna develop. Oh, leave it to the physio. Come on, Bangkok is injured as well. There we go. Our start to the season, not too bad. A couple of knocks with some of our players. I think the primary tactic should be the Galileo system. Training. Everybody's quite happy. Had thought his training unit was not training happiness detail. Yeah, because the goalkeepers they don't get a lot of love from. Had thought is all had been, all past tense. As far as I'm concerned. So it means they must be happy right now. Okay, so basically not too bad. We continue. Our under 23s are romping away with whatever competition they're playing in, because I have yet to see my under 23s lose a match. So they're playing quite well. And now Mo Salah is the top scorer in the club because of Paqueta's injury, so he's not going to be available for a while. As far as training is concerned, I think I better put some effort into training my keepers. I'm so lazy when it comes to keepers. I'd rather go out there and buy a keeper than to actually go and train keepers. What are we going to do? I'm going to have to include a session here for keepers. Once a week. Chance conversion. Okay, we'll do one goalkeeper here. It's not like it's going to make a big difference to my game. And we'll just add one session a week. And I'll keep doing this for quite a while. Just hopefully the goalkeepers develop. I am of the opinion that you shouldn't sacrifice the majority of your team's development for one goalkeeper. That's my philosophy. I rather go out there and find a goalkeeper. So player search. Rather, I just give an assignment, create a new assignment. I want a goalkeeper, first team player. I want his aerial reach. I want his aerial reach to be at least 14. Command of area to be at least 14, 13. Communication, 13. Handling, 14. Kicking, 13. One-on-ones, 14. Passing, 13. Reflexes, 14. Vision, at least 10. I need his determination to be at least 12. Add condition. Scouter potential ability should be good. I will just leave the range open. Start assignment. Okay. So I got a lot of Central Europe. Andy O'Brien is there. South America. Has he found any interesting players. Goalkeeper. Oh no, not him. Okay. We got South America. This guy is Golovin. Golovin is a good player, but it's too expensive. Now we got this guy scouting. Gian, actually, Gianluigi Donnarumma is not a bad signing at the age of 23. Minimum asking price, maximum asking price 178 million. I mean, I already got Allison. How can I put Donnarumma and Allison in the same team? That's like, a bit. It'll make this game a bit ridiculous. I would like to have some realism. I won't say much, but small amount of realism. I mean, already it's not realistic enough. Okay. Yeah, we'll wait for the scout reports to come in. We got money, but I don't think I want to do a knee-jerk reaction. And then training squad. Let's look at the goalkeepers, right? So we got these three goalkeepers. We got Danny Richards. Balance. So what we're gonna do is go to the training. Go to mentoring. Got Allison, Charlie Moran, Liam Maloney, and Joe Gomez. So Liam Maloney is now determination needs to go up. Charlie Moran's determination also needs to go up. I can afford to put one more player inside here. That will be the new keeper. Add him in. So we got two senior players, Allison, Joe, and then we got the youngsters here. So as long as I've got two senior players and the rest youngsters, it's okay. Well, Liverpool haven't done that badly. 4-1 win, 3-2. Since the winter break, they bounced back. It's been a clean winning run. We had a blip against Wolves. I think Everton somewhere along the way. Arsenal drew. So we had one draw against Arsenal. We dropped points against Wolves. We almost lost the plot against Feyenoord in the Champions League. But then, since the winter break, we've come in and we've been banging in the goals. With the only exception against Newcastle. Bangkok is doing quite well. And yeah, interesting day, interesting save. I never thought I would do this, but yes, Virgil van Dijk has been sold for 71 million. We sold him to PSG. Would you do the same thing? I mean, if he's one of your favorite, players, would you do that? I had a very hard time. I'm still recovering from selling him, and I'm thinking to myself, man, should I have sold him? He's such a good player. Look at his leadership. 17 for leadership. Leadership is a damn good attribute for a central defender. And my central defenders, for my Kano, leadership, bullshit, 12. And then look at the other, Gomez, leadership, 13. Okay, maybe he's come. But this, I like him. He's gonna develop. He's got some way to go, but he is definitely a player that's got a lot of upside. So I'm like thinking to myself, yeah. And one more thing, training. I'm gonna ask him to bring the ball out of defense, right? So we go to technique, bring the ball out of defense. I have off. I want him to do. He's got dribbling of 14. How much more dribbling do you think he needs? So brings the ball out of defense is a trait I want him to learn, because I want my players bringing the ball out of defense. Opa Makino does that. Right, his dribbling is 13. Whereas Gomez's dribbling is 14, and I should really fire that coach. And yeah, I'm still, my mind is like swinging here and there. Like, I saw Virgil van Dijk. I'm like, what have I done to my own team? This is the reason why you should never manage your favorite club. When the time comes, they gotta go. It's gonna make you feel one kind of sad. Okay, anyway, let me know what you would do if it were you. Okay, if this was your favorite club, I mean, I'm not saying Liverpool is your favorite club, but if you had a favorite club and you had a favorite defender, and somebody came up to you and was able to pop down a ridiculously good value proposition, would you sell him? let me know. I hope you enjoyed today's show. If you did, please let me know. If you have any questions, please look me up on Twitter at Bustthenet or addicted2fm.com, my website. Once again, I want to thank everybody for the support of this channel. You make these kind of shows possible for everybody else. You guys take care. Have a good one. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.